So day 6 of Wimbledon is over, and it was always interesting to see how the day 6 would turn out to be. Would it be the like any of the first 4 days with bloodbath for the seeds continuing, or would it be a continuation from the day 5 where stability, tranquility, and calmness had returned to the courts? Seeded players had a comfortable time, they were winning as per form books, and there were minimal upsets. Luckily for the seeded players, day 6 turned out to be just like day 5. So the third round matches ended in a positive note for the seeded players, with the remaining seeds more or less having a good day, and they won it comfortably. Of course, there were upsets. You could not have zero upset on a day in this year's Wimbledon, and the upsets happened, one in men's section and one in the ladies section. In the men's section, the big serving number 15 seed from Czech Republic, Jakob Mensing, lost to number 22 seed Flavio Caboli from Italy, and then it was followed by number 11 seed in the ladies section, Elena Rybakina of Russia, losing to number 22 seed Clara Tauson of Denmark later in the day. But other than that, it was a very comfortable day for the seeded player, and it started with Jakub Sinner having another convincing win against Martinez of Spain, who was having no match for Sinner. Sinner was all over him, and he won in straight sets and had created a record by now by reaching the fourth round. He has lost only 17 games en route to his fourth round and to going to the next week. That is the fewest number of games any player has ever lost in reaching the fourth round in the Wimbledon history. So Jakub Sinner is looking invincible, untouchable, and that's a great thing. He has lots of energy, he is looking fresh, he has not been under pressure, he is not low on the self-confidence, and he is carrying a lot of motivation and self-belief with him. The only negative thing one can say is that he has not been tested so far. So once he goes into the business end of the Wimbledon in the second week, if he is really challenged by a player in an inspired day, it would be interesting to see how Sinner would fight back, how he would be able to come out of the jail, how he would manage and handle the pressure situation and the hopeless situation. That can be the only negative thing, because he has not been tested at all. But then he would take this kind of status on any day where he is fresh, he is energetic, he is much more rejuvenated after the heartbreak at the French Open, and he is looking a real favorite to win this year's championship, provided he knows how to tame Alcaraz and the legend Djokovic. And he has to play Djokovic and Alcaraz back to back if it goes according to the form book in the semi-final and final. So that can be a big test for him, but he right now looks the most favored player to win this. Now, talking about the favored player, talking about the big players and the big day, how can you rule out Djokovic? He has been looking fabulous. He has been flying under the radar a bit because the limelight has been on the number 1 and number 2 seeds, Sinner and Alcaraz. But you can never rule out Djokovic, the 7-time champion, the legend, arguably the greatest tennis player ever to have been born. And let's not forget, he has been having a fantastic Wimbledon so far, except for the first round. He has not been put to test. He has been really high on his game, and he's playing flawless tennis, and he's been looking really intimidating and dominating. So with the kind of form he is, if he continues, he can be a real favorite, because once the big moment comes, nobody knows how to win it better than Djokovic. And talking about the other seeded players, yes, there were comfortable in for Iga Swiatek, the ex-world number 1 in the ladies section, the number 8 seed who won comfortably, the number 11 seed Deminer also winning comfortably. He has been really impressive, and so has been the 36-year-old Marin Cilic, who won yesterday comfortably, and now is marching into the fourth round. When the year started, he was 1000 plus in the seeding and the ranking in ATP because of 3 years of struggle with injury. He had not played a single match at the Wimbledon for the last 3 years, and he was gone out of the 1000 in the seeding. Then he had to play some challenger tournaments, but then he finally reached a ranking of 81 when the Wimbledon started, and he has now reached the fourth round that included a brilliant win against the hot favorite Jack Draper from UK. And now he has entered the fourth round into the next week, and who knows, with the kind of talent he has, he may go deep, and if he does that after the end of the Wimbledon, his ranking would be really impressive. So he has shown that talent and class are permanent. Injury cannot put you down permanently. So he has had a rejuvenated second innings at Wimbledon this time, and who knows how far he can go. So yes, it has been a fabulous day. Some of the veterans have won. So seeds have had more or less a very comfortable day, and we can look forward to an interesting fourth round contest starting today and also to the next week. Thank you.